Hello and welcome to another episode of the Grandest Adventure. It is the 19th of October in the year 2021. Welcome everybody. So instead of the recap tonight, we're actually going to go ahead and have a short reading from the Bible. It'll be a short summary of everything that they did in the last session. And if you guys want to fill in at any point to add some more stuff, you can.
Onward with the Craig cap.
Cool. Yeah, the Craig cap. So we have at the beginning of the day, day 2 of you guys traveling, Torek and Merrick were talking about Torek's golden foot. At that point, I believe you took it out to check it out, and you noticed it was 33% larger. You noticed it was growing back into what you assumed was like a leg shape again. You attempted to split the foot in half, and boy, did that hurt you. You also felt... do you remember that? Is there anything you'd like to put in specifically about that little...
That was pretty horrifying. That was very unpleasant. I would like very much for that to not happen ever again.
Good. We can probably work for that.
Well, for science, though, bro. For science.
Yeah, who knows?
I will throw a fireball at your face.
Oh, what happens if your foot melts?
If it does keep growing and like it gets an ankle, we're gonna have to stab the ankle to see if it hurts your ankle.
We will burn that bridge when we get there.
We could just...
What?
Never mind. It's distracting.
So after that little escapades, then some storms rolled in. Merrick, you were looking for corruption, and you got a sort of feedback feeling. I don't know if you remember that at all.
I do now. It was like strongest somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah. Once you guys rolled in to Sporaka, you were getting like the same kind of feeling there, I believe.
Javi got it too.
Yep. Merrick, you investigated the buildings in Sporaka because you guys rolled up into this town. It was not as lively as you guys kind of were hoping it was going to be. There was a bunch of destroyed buildings. Everyone seems to be evacuated. No one was living there. Merrick, you noticed most buildings were exploded from the outside, except for King Quaid's house, which was exploded from the inside. Philo noticed someone following you guys, and a fight happened. If you guys would like to continue from here, that is where the Craig cap ends.
Yes, so we were attacked by a group of frog ninjas. I believe they're frog people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so frog ninjas is what we encountered to be, and I think there was 4 of them total. And they were throwing little ninja stars or daggers with poison edges at us. And we engaged where at some point in the fight, Merrick threw a fireball and blew up a house at the top. Philo was jumping on roofs, chasing them down, trying to convince them that we're not the monsters that destroyed their village. But they didn't seem too interested in talking at the time. They were just full-on attacking us. We did do enough into the fight where they finally retreated. Most of them. I believe we killed one only, and he was finished by Tavi, who I believe sliced his head off.
He smote him. Yeah.
Yeah. He smote him. And once that fight ended, I think we stopped right when the fight ended. But yes, the creatures, from what they were saying, it sounded like they believed that we were the people who destroyed their village.
All right. So you just want to pick it up right from here then? The rain's pouring down.
Oh yeah, it's raining forever here.
Yeah, well, it's especially raining right now because you're in the middle of a little bit of a storm. Um, it's coming down pretty heavy. The wind's whipping a little bit. Tavi is standing, panting over the corpse of this, your assailant, the one that remains here, while the other ones that escaped. You three are just kind of chilling out in the open. Floor is yours.
Well, that's sure not what I expected when we got here. Tavi, are these the people who inhabited this village when you were here before?
He like kind of like kneels down and his like looking at like the clothing, like trying to like kind of rummage through the, turn over the corpse, looking. He's looking at checking it out. He says, "These are what one of the races that primarily was here in Sparaka. Yeah, these guys are known as the Amphians. Um, I've heard about their shock squads, but I've never actually been on the receiving end of one of these. Yeah, these people definitely used to live here, but I'm trying to see if this guy's got any sort of, insignia on him or any herald, anything that's, pretty much claiming who he is."
Uh, so, sorry. So, let me get this right, Tav. You knew that we were going to a village full of ninjas and frog ninjas.
Uh,
And you said you
I mean, the
attacked
last
them.
time I was here, they weren't. The city wasn't destroyed, and I mean, the frog people, the Amphians, they're not all ninjas. Just that's their, how about knights or some people's like high end, troops? Well, they got ninjas here.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, we're also, I mean, there were another people that lived here too with the Amphians, the Ottomans, but that we did there weren't any Ottomans here. There's nobody here.
The Ottomans, just so I know, obviously I can tell what these guys are now because they were part almost frog-looking.
Hmm.
Are the other ones a
Take
specific animal?
Yeah, take a guess.
What were they called?
Ottomans.
Are they otter men?
They are Ottoman. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
These people aren't really creative, man. But I mean, look at me.
Okay.
I came up with the name Onyx, so like, who am I kidding?
I was trying to talk to him during the fight, so it didn't go this far. But did they seem like rational people last time you were here?
I mean, as rational as any people are, but they're real. They're real hard-ons for the military command. They're going to listen to their higher uppers, pretty unfailingly, especially that cast of the warrior cast.
I mean, from what you just said and what we talked about before we set out, it kind of sounds like exactly what we need on our
Aha!
side.
Hold on a second. I found it. And he rips a piece of cloth off, and he says, "Here, this is what I was looking for." Okay, so, and he puts this piece of cloth down between you guys, and it just is there's a circle with a triangle in the middle. He says, "Now, this is the Amphion symbol. Long story short, these guys have had a history. They haven't always been friends. They haven't always been friends. I did a little bit of reading. They used to be at the war. They used to be at war in the past, long time. Ottomans and the Amphions, they hated each other. They feasted on each other. It was terrible. So they've been living in harmony for a couple 100 years now.
Sorry, did you say feasted?
Yeah, feasted. Yes, that's not a metaphorical term.
I have heard that Amphion legs are delicious and fried in butter.
He gives you the side eye, and then he says,
Like it side eye or the
"So roll an
like
insight check.
side
Roll an insight check for me.
eye. That could mean a lot of things.
Roll an insight check."
All right, I got the wrong character. She doesn't.
But yeah, he gives you a side eye. You're trying to decipher it. God, is it puzzling? Just roll a d20. We'll figure out what to add in a second.
I got it.
There you go. You think he's like... You think he's giving you like the side eye look of disgust. And then he's like, "Merrick, I have never agreed with you more than anything you're saying right now. I have read so much about the delicacy. But of course, they're civilized people now, and we can't just go out and do that.
Well, yeah, we'll hunt them to extinction. We have to
And
cultivate them.
And then he waves his hands down in front of him. Luckily, I decapitated him. Anyway, where was I? We could cook this up later.
Did you just? Oh my!
What?
I mean, that's just grotesque.
Is it grotesque? Huh?
I mean, I'm gonna have some, but God.
Listen here, okay? Shit's rough out here.
Hey, Philo, I'll let you in on a little secret between me and you because we're friends. The toes are the best part. Oh, they're nice and crunchy.
Listen, Philo. Shit out here is tough, all right? I'm not giving up a feast like this. This is gonna sustain us probably for a while on here. It's rough out here, man. There's not a lot of stuff edible, Yeah, we're gonna eat this.
Yes, I understand, but don't forget what we're here to do. We're here to find people to help us deal with the problem that's now on the other side.
You know,
let's
that is
take those legs and get some shelter.
That's absolutely what we're doing. And anyway, what I was fucking saying before we got sidetracked by this delicious meal, this signia is the pre-unification symbol for the Amphians.
So they're a bunch of hippies.
So it signifies
unify.
that they don't like the Ottomans still, right?
Yes. Yep. That's it. It's the pre-unification symbol.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get inside. Let's dry off. Let's sit down and think about this shit. Torek, you've been awfully quiet. Are you there?
He's been talking this whole time.
Oh, man. Has he been muted?
Obviously, Torek has been taking his time in this house right here, moving things around and building us a little bit of a nicer place to camp out.
Yeah. Hello, Torek.
I'm here. I was muted, and that sounds like a great idea.
I knew it.
Just get that
Anyways,
equally feeling.
Did you have some comments in between there that you just thought we were ignoring?
there's
That's
some
always
otter,
great.
there is some otter related stuff, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just going inside the like broken ass building to make shelter? Or do we need to build shelter?
We're going in the building that's the least destroyed. If that
Gotcha,
makes
okay.
sense.
Well,
I think is the top part of this one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm basing it off the picture, which I really shouldn't, right?
Nah,
Then-
you got one.
Because this
There's-
house is
we still
Burn to
need
the
to
ground.
investigate that one anyways, right? Like,
Yeah, you want to check it out more. You were checking it out when you got jumped.
yeah, we didn't really. I feel like we haven't answered the questions about like what blew up the house.
We have a perfect guy who might understand that too.
We got an explosives guy?
You build shit, right? You can build.
Yeah,
a bomb.
I am the explosives guy. Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, I'm just gonna take some notes really quick.
Oh, and I'm gonna use my familiar to what's it called? Search for threats.
Yeah, once we move into the next watch, we'll do that.
Am I free to add a poison ninja star to my inventory that I pulled out of my shoulder?
It's just regular Ninja Star now. The poison
But
went into your blood. What's up?
I don't want to get jumped. I don't want to get jumped by ninjas again. We got jumped by ninjas before. I want to have a lookout.
Yes. Okay then. Your familiar is searching. Yes, sir. Please hold. You guys could chit chat, but I just got to write some stuff.
I have a feeling there's going to be no people to jump us.
Hey, Torek. I think this is a clue, and Merrick points to like just a generic like explosion spot.
We're probably also a little safer with no one coming because there is a bad storm going on right now too.
This is true.
Well, didn't we get attacked in a storm though?
We did.
It was like the storm was still kind of on its way.
Oh. Okay. So when we see a storm coming, be on the look for ambushes.
So that means permanently.
I mean, you have 100% correlation.
I'm
right
still
now,
waiting
so.
for your bones to walk out of your body.
Eric's making a survival guide. that he's gonna leave. Like,
Any day now, we're just gonna look at Merrick and he's gonna be a pile of just skin.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Is Philo the only non-cursed one in this party?
Philo's the only non-cursed one in this whole fucking party.
Wow.
Have you ever
Well,
seen
first-
Have you ever seen the Family Guy episode where all his bones melt, or he gets rid of all his bones?
I think
One
I
of the
have
earlier
actually.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
was-
gonna be. He's gonna be like,
as soon as I got bone cursed, I immediately thought of the Futurama episode when they got a guy from the 80s comes back and he's got bonitis. And he forgets to cure it. At the end, he like crinkles up and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to cure my bonitis."
All right. Okay. Fourth watch of the day. Who wants to roll?
I like rolling things.
D20, baby.
That's a D29. Hold on.
It's like, how'd you get a 26?
No.
That's bad, right? I think that's bad.
Low is
Well, it
bad.
Depends on your perspective. If you're trying to fight more guys, then it's good.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
Boy.
yeah, we're trying to grind here and gain those
How many
fat XP
guys
points.
do
We're
you have to
we're, grind,
fight?
we're gonna grind.
Hey.
We gotta grind a lot of boars to be able to beat that guy that teleported us here.
It's going to be okay. 81 is a lucky number. This is
I
going to
like
go
that
well.
reference, Brian.
Everything's going to be okay.
Oh, Paffer.
Do. All right, so what is everybody doing during this watch?
What? Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'll find out what happens after.
I forgot about that part. Let me open.
What are our options again?
Yeah, I gotta open up the document. But
Yeah. Open the.
I want to
little-
build a fire for sure to start.
That's something you could probably do.
Can you link the document in in Roll20?
In 420?
It's
I love that.
pinned
It's
to
pinned in
the
there.
Telegram channel.
I know, but
Where do I...
I can't put it in Roll20 because it is a PDF, and that's not how any of this works.
Can you link in a Telegram?
not very good IT
Wait,
guy.
can't you make your own? Can't you technically kind of make your own maps in this? So couldn't you clip sections out and just make it a map you turn?
I absolutely could, or you guys could just open the fucking PDF that you have downloaded on all of your computers when you opened it up on 9/21.
I just couldn't find it, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I already have it. I already have it open.
You're right.
I just want to say words.
Wait, all right. I got an
I
important
just wanted to
question ask.
say words.
How much?
That I knew
How
with the
much,
straight crap.
I'll do that just naturally. You don't have to try. How much food, like rations, do we get out of these frogs? This frog guy. Like, how many days worth of food is this dude worth?
Well, someone's got to cut them up and do all that stuff, and then I can tell you how many rations you get out of it.
I'll fucking do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
Wait, is he dead?
Tavi's read books about it.
Yeah, but Merrick
Just
fucking
let
knew
him do it.
about it before. Like Merrick doesn't read books, and he knew about it.
Well, frog legs actually are delicious.
All right, Tommy and I are gonna tag team it.
That
Just
actually
because
sounds legitimate.
My street smart culinary combo.
Okay.
Cajun frog legs.
They're doing that. I think Torque is going to have some other things to do around this building, maybe to try to figure things out if that's what we want to do. I think
Yeah,
I'm going to
guys.
notice threats.
Yeah, I would like to like make a fire and search this building to try to understand what happened here.
Sorry, I'm just taking a fuck ton
Sort
of
of
notes.
maybe bending that a little bit, but I'm gonna try
You
it.
could be a little more specific as like searching for the remains or parts that the bomb could have been made from.
Yeah.
Merrick, can you roll me
Explosive
a survival
components,
check?
signs of explosive residues.
Tavi got a 17 on the survival check. Oh, fucking A, right.
Bro, I'm,
Okay.
I'm surprised Tavi doesn't have a plus 10 to survival, dude. He got locked in the baddest part of the fucking
That's
Feywild.
true.
Yeah.
True.
Yep. Because you know
What a
why?
what a boss.
His medicine is +5.
Mm. Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah. He also has a +7 intimidation, dude.
And he heals every time he
Damn.
jerks it. So
Yeah, so like he's got some, some
I
fucking
believe it.
paladin
When he
juice.
jumped off that crazy flying bird, did a superhero landing, cut a worm thing in half, I was intimidated.
Right? That was his goal, and that was his
that was
last.
like first cool thing he'd done the whole time he was there.
He's like, finally get to do something. Yeah. Right. Okay, so
I'm so glad you're keeping track of the ration stuff.
yeah, just right now because you guys are all gonna probably eat during this one. You guys, Torque, you said you were making a fire. You made a fire,
Is
right?
there a scenario
That's correct.
when it's time to eat?
So typically, you're usually gonna eat on watch number 4 and watch number 2, right? Because there's 6 watches.
Yeah.
And you can't eat back to
Yep.
back. So normally 2 and 4 are going to be the ones.
That's when we eat,
What's that?
then? Isn't it just assume that's when we eat then?
We're not going to assume anything. I'm going to just double check with you guys, and you're just going to say yes if yes, and otherwise, there'll be a good
All right.
reason not to.
Because there definitely could be other opportunities where, like, we come across a tree that bears fruit, so we eat off it and then get some, or there's a inn we could get food quick, or it's probably like a lot of things that could happen, right?
It's anything can happen, baby.
Anything could happen.
It's fucking
Anything can happen.
Um,
This is Dungeons and Dragons.
so you guys are going to get 8 rations off of this Amphion, not including the meals you guys are eating right now. So I mean, so like you're gonna get 8 on top of what you already have. So you're gonna go from 6 all the way up to 14. So you're gonna have 14 rations now, and you're fed for the day. Um, do-do-do. Okay, we're gonna go ahead.
Yeah. How many rations did you say?
You got 8.
Each?
8 for the party. That's 8 pounds of extra food you got off of it. You mean
Pretty darn
altogether,
good.
you got 12 pounds of food, but you ate 4 of them?
Only 2 days, right? We each eat a pound of food a day.
Yeah, so you
Right.
got 2 days worth of rations from it, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So like you won't have to forage it all tomorrow or the day after. And we're gonna go ahead and take another
Wait,
half
we eat twice a day though, don't we?
Once
so
a
it's
day.
2 pounds per day.
once a day. You
'Cause
drink. You drink twice a day.
Watch
You eat
2
once a
and
day.
watch 4.
You eat half a pound twice a day.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Same thing with water. Water is super stringent about it. You have to eat. You have to drink every other. Half it at each, but food isn't as stringent about that.
Gotcha.
So you
Like
have.
you can power one meal or something.
Yeah, you can eat like a fucking ton, which is basically what you guys are doing now. You have a shit ton of food, so like you're just gonna eat it for the day. But water you gotta split up. So you each drank your half rations of water. So you have 3 gallons of water left. So you're set on food for the next like fucking 3 days, essentially.
Fuck yeah.
So that's what you two did. You guys carved that food up and probably cooked those meals with that frog legs.
Yep. Oh,
Delicious.
it is delicious. Hey, do you use some of those curry spices?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a no-brainer, but they ain't my curry spices.
This is fresh and delicious food we're getting.
And you don't season your fresh and delicious food? That's how it becomes delicious.
I do, but I'd rather season my shitty food to make it bearable.
Just like just a sprinkle, just to give it a little bite. Like
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. No, I'll use it.
All right, use a little pinch or two, just enough.
What I got? Oh, you gave me 320 pinches. Let me use a pinch for each person.
Yeah.
Let me experience now at 360 pinches.
I didn't even
Let's
see
use
those
it.
like a health potion.
Dude, we're eating delicious. Those
Yeah.
when Craig described those, they were like the most delicious things you could.
So you have curried frog legs now. And it's tasty. Curry frog leg meat, because like they are meaty boys, you know.
It actually just sounds good.
Yeah.
This meal is
I'd eat that.
a year and a half, maybe 2 years in the making since you've gotten those curry spices.
It really Oh, that's so good.
Okay. Torek. So you said you were investigating, right?
Yeah, I want to do what I can to understand what happened here, search for any sort of explosive residues, understand how the building was destroyed, maybe get some insight on all of that. That's what I'm thinking.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
I can do that. And you know what? I think I can do that well. Dose.
Oh, nice. 22. Looking awesome.
Real quick, just because I don't want to like fuck up and cheat the game. I'm pretty positive during that fight versus Belusion and stuff that I used my Stone Giant's potion, right? Because
Oh
I think I
yeah.
increased the size and everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me make sure I remove that.
Okay. So this building, this one is King. You guys are in King Quaid's house. Um, it's basically like the size of a medium-sized inn. Um, there's a big old room downstairs that looks like it's kind of almost like a small eating hall. And then the second story, because you can see up into the second story because the building is half destroyed. That looks like to be where the residential area was. So you're looking around. You can definitely tell that this was some sort of arcane explosion that originated from inside of the building, actually.
Inside the building, you say?
Yes, this building, the bomb that caused this explosion that destroyed this building, uh, came from inside it, and you can actually kind of pinpoint with a fucking 22 exactly where it was. It was at, you use some context clues. You imagine it was in the middle of like the eating hall, at probably where like a table would have been or something.
And it was magical in nature.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. I guess, um, Tavi, would who's more likely to use magic, the Ottomans or the Amphians?
Well, so you see, the Amphians were more of this real nose to the ground Bushido kind of people. They're not really into the magic at all. So definitely this magic is more of an Ottoman specialty.
Well, what is King Cade?
King Quaid is he's an Amphian.
Well, yeah, then it makes sense that it would be the Ottoman.
Why do you ask, Dork?
Well, um, you're saying these houses here belong to the Amphians?
This one specifically did. Yeah, this was a majority Amphian, settlement. Obviously their king kind of lived here. King is a relatively loose term, but yeah, he was the highest in the social order here.
So, I uh, I got to admit, it kind of looks like a magic user blew up this building, and it sounds like it's the Ottomans. And as a magic user myself, I can see why they attacked. This is good work here.
But here's you said the bomb looks like it started here, right?
Yep, inside and magical in nature.
Where it looks like in the middle of the seating area where there was a table.
Correct.
It's hard to think the bomb would be a point of attack if it was just on a table.
Well, I
Do you
mean,
think the explosion could have possibly been an accident?
what else do you do with a bomb? You know what I mean?
But if it's on a table area, it seems like they'd be working. It possibly could be they were working on it, and it wasn't even meant to blow up here.
I suppose this is true.
I mean, How do you explain all the other destroyed buildings, though? Do you think they were all bombed?
Well, if I remember correctly, the other ones looked like they were blown up from the outside, right?
Yep. Yes, you do remember that. That is what
So
Merrick discovered.
my thought is, if this was an attack, it started here and it ended out there. We're uh, like you mentioned, the Ottomans and the Amphians haven't got along. But what if somebody was trying to like negotiate peace, then use that as an opportunity to sort of stage a Trojan horse like ambush?
People like from the sign that Tavi found who still think of the old ways to make sure that peace doesn't happen.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the kind of psychopaths these guys are. Real out there. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Do you think these people would know where? What's the name of the points in the Earth that are supposed to be
The anchors.
the anchors? Do you? I mean, Tommy, the Amphians here. I mean, didn't they know this area well? Do you think that they could help us find where the anchor is? They'll look for where
I mean,
where corruption is, where we may be able to go and.
so I was gonna come here and talk to Quaid because, yeah, these Amphians, they're deeply religious too, so that's also a kind of tough point. But this they don't know it's the world anchor. I know that their shrine they got is a world anchor. The Amphians they worship it a little bit. So obviously Quaid would know where it is. Quaid's not here though, and it doesn't really look like anyone's here. But yeah, I would love to talk to some of these Amphians and get to the bottom of this, see what the hell happened.
You know what? Maybe we should have talked to him before we killed him.
I think we tried that, didn't we?
Yeah, we
No,
definitely
we
tried
did. We did. I'm sure
definitely
they
tried.
had good information. We might have to try to find some more Amphians.
If it's something they worship, this anchor can't be that small, right? We should be able to find it.
Oh, it's big. Yeah. I mean, not like. I mean, it's put it this way: it's larger than you and me. It's not a small. No, it's nothing small.
Hey,
But you see, he's like kind of furrowed in thought as he chews on an Amphian foot. He's like, man, I wish I could just get his knowledge from eating him. That'd be cool.
Oh, you
my
know what,
concern is how many there could be. Cause what we're
Tommy?
what we
I
wanna-
can I can
Sorry.
do that. Give me your frog leg.
Okay, he hands you a frog leg.
Torch eats the frog leg and goes, "Nah, I'm just kidding, but thanks."
You see him pick up his fork, and it glows a soft blue. He says, "So help me God, Torek, you do that again, I will smite you."
He's like,
Gonna have to be quicker than that.
Tommy, he got you good. He got you good.
Now, Tavi, pork is not going to taste as good as this delicious Amphian.
I know he'll just taste like gravel.
Oh my gosh, that looked like the best
Only
bite too.
spike things that are delicious, please. If you would.
He grumbles and does what you tell him to.
There you go. We're all gonna make it
But either way, we
together.
need to get close to one of these anchors. How well do you think we could deceive these people? You know them pretty well. What if we
Merrick,
told them we wanted to worship this anchor with them, just to get close to it?
Merrick pulls down a special mask from his face and turns into a frog ninja.
Excuse me?
Oh, I have the Mask of Many Faces Eldritch Invocation, so I can cast Disguise Self at will.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I love that so much.
Yeah. That's why Merrick is like cool. Merrick's whole aesthetic is all like an illusion.
I love that. He looks at you and he
He's
says,
just boxers. He just puts on a pair of boxers and then his clothes just go on. It's really-
it's like, this might work. The only issue, like I said before, is they're really hardcore on the whole Bushido ranking thing. So really trying to, if you talk out, to a superior and trying to get information from them, that ain't gonna work that way. They just don't, they don't run that in that loop.
Is there a visual representation of rank?
I assume there is.
Okay, then just tell me what that is.
What do you want me to do? Look, you saw how long it took me to find one fucking symbol they were wearing. I don't know. They're
Read
bullshit.
a book.
Read a book? Yeah, find me a book about these fuckers. All right, you read a book. Go get me a book and I'll read it.
Is there a group of people that they fear or respect enough not to fuck with?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
You mean like Belusion?
Correct.
Yeah.
Do they know? Would you think they know what he looks like?
110%. That's the only reason these guys haven't been fucking killing each other yet, is because there was him to, he was here watching over everything, keeping him cool. And I think now that he's departed this whole area, at least it looks like it. He
Merrick,
said he crossed over, right?
Merrick, you've seen Belusion.
I'm not quite as built the same as Belusion quite, and while I am by all means a powerful spellcaster, I can only make myself up to a foot taller.
Does Belusion happen to only be a foot taller?
Nah, Belusion's fucking 6'8", bro. The brick shit house.
He shrunk. We convinced them that he shrunk because he wasn't paying homage to their god.
What if we use like force perspective or something to make it appear like you put like a small
Does
tree?
anyone have an enlarged spell or something?
Small as a tree.
Merrick, suddenly your familiar is shouting at you in your brain.
Shouting what? Screeching?
Yeah, just screeching at you.
Yes, hello.
Look outside!
We incoming, everyone.
I did say I was keeping watch this.
Oh yeah, so is his bird too.
Okay.
Yeah, what, you think your fucking 14 passive perception is good? Because it is higher than his familiars.
Yeah. So it's good.
Yeah, you there's an eerie green glow that you notice outside in the sky.
Tavi, You've been in the sky a lot. I saw you on your bird. What is that?
What is what? Oh, fuck. We got something incoming, guys.
That just said that.
Yeah, something from the other side incoming.
From the other side.
Yep.
Like our
You mean-
world?
Yep.
If something's coming through, they're opening a portal, right?
Uh so
Well,
maybe
like
some
food.
it could be a person could have fell into an unstable rift. Someone could have been thrown and sent over here. Someone could have been banished. There's 10, 20 different things that could happen.
So
Could it just be
no
like
promising
a
that
bunch-
it goes both ways.
No. These ones are usually temporary.
Plus, we kind of need to stick it out here and clear these anchors up.
And also, remember, you guys have a get out at any time button.
But we don't have a get back at any time button.
Correct.
Right.
So yeah, you guys see a spinning green glowing portal in the sky. Looks like a big old tube leading all the way up, made of cloud. It's glowing green. It's spinning pretty quick, and out of it, you see tumbling. Do 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 do. Okay. You see. So you can tell that this portal is about, I don't know, 100 or so feet away, I guess. Like it's in the sky, very high up, yes, but it's maybe 100 or 200 feet out, if that makes sense. Not like it's 100 feet away from you, but it's 100 feet across the ground, and then if you went straight up. You follow?
Yes.
Okay. That just sounded confusing me explaining it.
We're gifted to be able to figure that out. But yes, I get what you're saying.
What were you saying, Merrick?
So relatively close.
Yes.
100 feet's in your.
It's between 100 and 150, I'd say.
This house is 100 feet away.
Okay, then it's 100 yards away.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, 100 yards away. You see a humanoid shape tumbling and falling out of said portal. You can see they're wearing a sort of leather armor. They're wearing, dark pants. And it's kind of strange that you could see how clearly these things these persons wearing, this humanoid's wearing, and then it hits you guys as it hits the ground. This thing is 20 feet tall.
The humanoid thing is 20 feet tall?
And then the quake hits you guys from it landing on the ground. The shockwave comes rattling through here.
Oh, good God.
Is this fucking Attack on Titan, dude?
I mean, it's a giant. And there is a storm going on.
Where is this guy in the field?
Due east of you. Actually, fuck it. Make it easy. Due west.
Okay.
So that way.
Hey, Tavi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got any recipes for that?
I don't know. Maybe. That guy was big, wasn't he? Do you think the fall killed him?
No.
Somehow I doubt it.
Owner is standing upright.
As you say that, You see across the horizon a figure sit up and stand up.
He had one eye.
He has both of his eyes, but you can clearly see that Philo, you are correct. It is a giant.
I
Do we have giants in our world? I don't remember that.
We even been to a lot of places in our world. Uh,
I think giants would have been pretty popular.
that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
there are giants in your world. Yes.
What do we know? Like, we would know about giants. Are there friendly giant civilizations?
You've heard of a story of a friendly giant once. It's like a children's story.
What was his
That's
name?
enough
What
for
was
me.
his name? What was the friendly giant's name?
What's that?
You're not gonna call this fucking giant by the one story of its name.
Yes!
Yeah, no, it's the BFG, the big friendly giant.
Of course it is.
Dude, giants live for a very long time.
Well,
It's very
that's-
reasonable that a human fairy tale could be the same giant.
Listen, not to piss on your parade, man, but if it was a giant on our side before it came here, it would have most likely transformed into something else. The people I'm looking at right here in this room are the only creatures I have known of that have not transformed into something else when they've come over to the Feywild.
And this is a giant that transformed into. We should leave.
It may have been. My guess is it was something else, and it turned into a giant on the way over here.
you know,
Wait, so
Guys. Philo's beckoning them out the door.
I agree with Philo. We should get the fuck out of here ASAP.
you guys don't want to fight it?
anytime I definitely want to fight it.
Listen, have you ever fought a? I know for sure. Have you ever fought a bear? Imagine if that thing just turned into a 20-foot tall bear.
I fought a dragon before.
I have too. I killed the dragon.
Yeah, because I brought you back to life.
I'm more scared of a 20-foot tall bear. There's no way I'm ever piercing that skin.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, okay.
we gotta get
I'm
the-
convinced.
Let's make like
Let's get out of
tree.
here.
Get the fuck out of here, huh? Can all of you? Ooh, we're gonna roll something to get out of here quickly. Stealth checks, everyone.
Yeah.
We do have the storm on our side, so like advantage, obviously, right?
He has disadvantage on perception, is how it works. Yeah, you're okay. You rolled a 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Merrick, you roll a stealth check though, please. Okay. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, that thing's way better than the spider. Thank you. Spider was confusing the fuck out of me.
Yeah, right. It looked like an enemy. I was like, where were they fighting a spider? Like, I don't remember putting that down in here. I don't have a stat block for that shit. Awesome. You guys, cat daddy on away. Where are you heading to?
Well,
Because as you guys were running away, you definitely did see You watched from a safe distance as the giant approached into town and ripped the building apart to eat at the carcass you had left behind.
So if we saw that, we could obviously see what little transformations it had. So what it look like?
It looks like a giant.
That's
Damn.
it.
It
Looks like
was
a giant.
something else that transformed into the giant.
Damn.
Like
All
you
right,
think
let's go back
something
and just kill
else
it, then.
turned into the giant.
I think it clicked now.
It clicked.
So it's definitely making unnatural giant movements.
It's only been a giant for like fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't
You
know how to
could
move.
probably take it. You want to fight it?
No.
Tarek, don't you want to kind of figure out what's going on with these mutations?
I
and
want to
kinda-
eat it. I want to eat it. Heck, don't want to eat
You know,
it.
I think I'm
Tommy,
actually more
If you think
interested
we
in.
can take it, I'm down.
Maybe find a cure. Maybe reverse the process. It's something you like to do, right?
Yeah, I don't know that fighting the giant will reverse the process of the gold thing.
And I also don't think fighting the giant is gonna help us stop.
No, but a giant would be the best addition to our army.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with leaving.
So this is
Good.
democracy, so I will agree to disagree.
Should we? Do we consider ourselves within Mizzlemire right now?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so what we need to be searching for is
I need to take a screenshot of this so I can have it.
the. I think we got to look for where the corruption is, right? We got to look for the anchor and find somebody. We got to find out where this. Where this like thing that the Amphians worship is. And I'm assuming what we're going to find there is some corruption. And we should clear it.
All right, so I got a couple of plans. We could track like an amphibian back to and like wait for it to go back to worship the thing, and then like all jump in and like destroy it or whatever. We could go in. I could sneak in as an amphibian and like set off like a big spell or something, and then cue you guys to come in. I could be an otter guy and like lure them out and have them chase me into an ambush or something. Or I could be Tiny Belusion and try to scare them away.
We could also head for our original destination. We could head for. God, I gotta write the names of shit down.
Wait, are you not trying to get the corruption off of the anchor?
There's another one this way, though.
Wait, there's two in this area?
There's
It's
one
on,
of the worst ones is
It's on the other side of the mountains. Isn't he? Yeah, it's in. I think it's like in here somewhere.
That's like a long ways away.
That's true. We can't really
already.
get to that anchor probably, but we could see what the corruption is happening there. So yeah, you probably need to
It's like a dude.
figure
The
out what's
way we're
going on with the anchor
saying,
here.
like, to travel that far is so difficult. Like to travel anywhere is just gonna be rough. Like
True, but I'm trying to remember what's causing the actual corruption. It's what's his name, right?
Yeah, the illusion or not illusion. What's his
Yeah,
face?
I
The other
keep
douche.
almost saying Belusion, and I know it's not him, and I keep forgetting.
Vavo.
Belusion just stuck in my
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mind.
I said it
and
earlier too.
And he's fucking useless.
Yeah. Yeah, Vavo did something to corrupt the Fae, essentially, is what it was, and spread corruption all over the place. Um, it wasn't super specific, but that was the source. Was basically he was doing something, but Merrick can uncorrupt Fae.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he rips the mask off. Remember that?
I do. I do remember that. I didn't know that was like a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we had a one-on-one.
Okay. Alright. I thought that was just like a one
I
thing.
never know when. I never. I don't. Was that a one-on-one? I guess it was. Must have been.
Yeah, I pulled you into a different channel for a second. And you had the whole heart-to-heart with the swapping over thing.
So we out of character, now that I know that. And I don't know if our character should know that yet. Maybe we haven't had the right conversations in character or not. Or we can just say we did after this conversation. But there could be one corrupt leader of these frog people that you need to essentially rip the mask off of. That is making them worship
I would
this
assume-
anchor.
Yeah, I would assume that's Kincaid has gone bad.
It's a healthy assumption.
So
Although
yeah,
they're
I'm,
just thinking about monsters attacking the village, so like I don't know what that's about. Just monsters in general, like Bay monsters.
Oh, the clutch?
Maybe.
Is that the things that were attacking the like the slaving camp? Is that what you're talking about,
Is
Garrett?
that like just yeah? Is that like just a general thing?
So
What's their
I don't know if you remember this, but Tavi explained that as the wildlife got corrupted at some point, and they just started fucking going crazy. But Tavi wasn't sure what caused it.
Tavi, there's no way Vavo went to all these places individually. He had to have a certain guard force or messengers, right?
Uh yeah, he's got his lieutenants, but as far as I've found out, I'm pretty sure he is the one that has done the actual corruption. He doesn't, the actual corrupting. He doesn't really trust too much.
So what if we don't disguise ourselves exactly as Vavo, but more people that would look like they'd be with Vavo, his guard or messengers?
That might work, maybe. Yeah, you guys saw one of them.
Shane, just sneak in. The undercover play.
That's also a possibility. It is dark and rainy here.
So, as this is happening, I want to cast invisibility into the Ring of Spell storing.
Okay.
I used it.
Yep. Go ahead and marked off your spell
Sometimes I
slot.
forget about all the things you
Boom.
magic people can do.
Right? You simple life. Get angry, kill stuff.
Invisibility. Oh yeah.
Oh right,
So-
magic. Yeah.
Torek takes the ring, the spell storing off, and gives it to Philo. Says, this may take a little bit of time, but I got it loaded up for you. If we're gonna be sneaking in, we may need this.
Hey, I've never used magic before, but do I just like point it?
Yeah, and just kind of give it a shake and then like a release.
Okay. And that? Thank you. I think we can sneak in there.
Philo accidentally shoots it off immediately. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Hey, Craig.
I was
That
thinking
is
of doing
that is what's in it.
Yes, Garrett.
What are we working with
Okay.
for like time of day
It
and
is
like time like
so it's
the
the end.
fight and
It's between Watch 4 and Watch 5 right now.
Oh wait, you have a cure wounds one in there?
Yeah,
Philo's going to.
Okay.
You told her this, right? Obviously.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Philo's wants to feel how it does to notice it, so she shakes her hand and then puts her hand on her chest and just thinks about healing herself. But it works off your spell casting modifier, right? So you still have to roll.
Yeah, did you cast Cure Wounds on it, or did it come with Cure Wounds on it?
He listed the three.
It
things
came with
that
cure
were
wounds on it.
We'll still
So I'm
use your
wasting a spell
spellcasting
because I feel
modifier.
like it'd be something Philo would do to like
Yeah.
see how using magic feels like.
Yeah, give yourself
Say again?
inspiration.
Say again, Craig.
Nothing. We're good to go.
Word.
Philo gets inspired.
Nice.
at watch one, Craig, my staff recharges it.
Yeah, Watch 1 will be like basically the end of your guys' long rest, I think. So, but yeah, the stuff that is basically recharges at dawn or once each day, recharges it
Yeah.
at Watch 1.
Yeah.
But for like spells, it'd basically be once you're done sleeping for 2 watches, is when you get your spells back. For Toric, you only have to complete a short rest.
All right. So now what do we do, guys? Do we aimlessly walk around the swamp to find this anchor?
So, Merrick felt like you say you felt something when we entered the town, right?
Yeah.
Like a feedback?
Yeah.
What do we think that
Yeah.
was? Was that some sort of like a...
Let's explore that space.
Yeah, I'm wondering, personally, if as a scion and sort of somebody who's attuned with some of the magic of the Fae, right? Maybe that presence you felt was sort of like the anchor. The presence of the anchor. I say we follow that feeling of Merrick's. Sort of like
Like
a radar or a GPS, you know? And
a
see where that takes
dowsing
us.
rod.
Yeah, like a dowsing rod.
I like that.
So I guess I want to go in the direction that feeling takes Merrick.
I feel like there's a
All right,
song in
Tommy.
this.
I'm gonna
There's a
hop up
song
on
in
your
everything,
shoulder.
Craig.
Just follow your heart.
What were you talking to Tavi about?
I'm gonna get on your shoulders so that I get a better reception.
You are absolutely not getting on my shoulders.
I'm so dumb, but I love realizing certain things that we just went through. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this. When we went to Crystal Lake, I don't know why it just hit me. That, like, how you just explained a second ago, that everything comes here, turns into something else. How those guys turns into sheep.
I love it when stuff like that happens, so you can interrupt whatever we're doing to
Sorry.
fucking bring up dumb shit like that. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you're not getting up here. Look, I have spikes on my shoulders.
Yeah, they fit perfectly. They fit me perfectly like a saddle.
I mean, you won't
They
fall
would-
off because your legs would be pierced.
No, my legs fit between them perfectly because I'm small. I nestle neatly in between the spiky parts into the safe. It's like they're protecting me like an anemone.
You are not riding on my shoulders.
Like a little clownfish, yes I am. I need to get reception, and I can't be distracted by walking. I need to focus entirely on attuning to the signal.
Oh, so instead of you like walking and like feeling where the strongest signal is, you want me to walk you around and then constantly ask you how strong the feeling is, right?
No, I'll tap you in the correct direction of where I'm feeling it. I'll like tap your face left and right.
Didn't mean that.
He smiles widely and reaches a hand down. He says, "Come on, then."
All right, and he climbs up onto his shoulders.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's not the worst. That's not bad.
You just barely hop back as his mailed fist goes to grab you, and throw you. That you just he just barely touched your tunic or whatever. He says, "Ah."
What he did was he thought it was my tunic, but he forgot that I'm not wearing a tunic. It's an illusion.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
As Philo watches this, Philo crouches down and says, "All right, come on. If you say anything disrespectful, I will put you in the swamp."
Someone's a team player. Merrick respectfully climbs Philo's bed.
Better be respectfully.
Oh God. Oh, this is great. So yet again, you guys always manage to come up with something that I had not anticipated.
Love it. Following Garrett's heart.
I'm always so interested in, like, when that happens, of like what you anticipate.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Honestly, well, the thing is,
what do you mean then everything's on.
well, this is what
anticipate anything.
well, this is what fucked everything up. You rolled a 5 on your fucking watch roll. I wasn't anticipating that.
It's so unlikely.
And then it's like just like I don't know what you guys are gonna do after this, but like I definitely didn't expect you guys to use fucking Merrick as a dowsing rod. Like,
hey, you know what?
it's amazing though.
You're like,
and I'm like, oh, it's so good. Why didn't I think of that?
the best
I love
part
that
is
you think that of it though. That's me.
it's it's you going, tell me where you want to go, and us going, you tell me where I want to go.
That's it, exactly. You're like, you
It's kind of great
tricked
because
me
it's
into
honestly,
thinking it, and I'm like, yes.
you're giving us 3 minds to come up with something that like makes sense for the story you gave us. So so it's kind of cool to like imagine from your angle. It's got to be kind of cool.
Yeah, because I totally expected you guys to spend more time in Sparaka, but well, turns out Giant came along and fucked that whole thing up. So like, like that's it. Like I had no idea where this was gonna go. As soon as you guys were like, "Let's get the fuck out of here," I was like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it?" Awesome.
To be fair, some of us did want to stay.
Yeah, no, this is definitely true. You did want to.
The Giants in an empty town. No reason to fight the Giants.
Yeah.
It's just like Attack on Titan. We just need ODM gear.
Okay.
I can probably make us ODM gear, right?
You can make anything you put your fucking mind to.
It's
Honestly.
not like my
Okay.
mom's trapped under a
Imagine-
board about to get eaten by a Titan.
That would be dramatic, though.
Okay.
Where's like the first episode?
So, who would like to roll the next watch roll?
I want to do it.
Okay.
1d20?
Yes, sir. 13. Nice. Okay, what are y'all doing for your watches?
Well,
I'm searching, I guess.
Oh, we know what you're doing. You're gonna be occupado this whole time.
You can't assume anything. I'm going to confirm.
Yeah, amen. You are going to essentially be the one that's doing like the leading the party and stuff. Yeah, you're going
so
to
would that be track?
navigate. Ooh, no. Yeah, let me see. Page 18. Let me see.
Or would he be tracking and I navigate?
You'd only need one. So you either navigate or track. You don't need both.
Need to defy the difference between these two in that case.
Yeah, so let me see. Where's page 18? Tracking. Okay.
And there's no point in drawing a map because we already
Hey.
that's how we discover parts of the map, right?
I think tracking was finding the trail and navigating was following the trail.
I'm just trying to figure out if this whole dousing thing, it probably should be tracking because that's essentially
Yeah,
what
so
you're trying
and
to
then
do.
I don't think there'd be a reason to forage right now with the storm we're traveling through. It's just
I
extra
agree.
danger. We have a lot of food and water already.
You're running
So
low
there
on
could
water.
are we?
You have
Yeah,
only
it's
3
raining.
gallons. You have to collect
raining.
that.
Raining.
Yeah. So do you fucking absorb water through your skin?
Yes.
Yes.
You just put up your thing.
You're not amphibians.
I told you at the beginning
Hunter-
that I have a barrel on my open barrel on my back.
You did, and now you have a midget in it. Or sorry, halfling.
I'd never told you that. That'd be funny though.
Yeah, and now it tastes like this weird, funny tea.
Aw. Aw.
Yeah.
I would
That's
like to
true. So we
notice
could
threads
forge.
while we travel.
Are you always riding a spider while we travel?
100%.
Merrick, can you roll me a survival check, please?
That's fine.
Wherever I'm allowed.
Or actually,
I feel like it would almost
survival
never make sense for
or
you not to.
arcana.
They are the same.
Don't you love the illusion of choice?
Yeah, but sorry. You choose.
Dude, when Zeke realized in the Golden Temple with the electric puzzle, you're like Z plus 2, or I'll give you whatever. I was like, oh my god. I felt your like satisfaction, like that's sweet.
You could just feel it radiating from me, huh?
Oh, speaking of that, I could take a quick detour for a second.
Yeah, what's up?
Has everyone listened to Ether C? Are they up to date?
I have not listened to the most recent episode. I'm
I'm up
only
to
like
date.
20 minutes into it.
Oh, mute yourself then for a minute, and we'll let you know when to unmute. Are you muted?
All right, when I come back, we're going to talk about Squid Game.
Okay.
It's really
I'll leave.
Kidding. I'll mute. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
it's literally gonna be like
Here's
one
the-
clip.
That's fine.
It wasn't supposed to be that big of a thing.
I want to talk about it though. It was a good episode.
It was.
How
I'll just
satisfied were you at the end, Craig, with your detective work?
Oh, dude, I was like, yes! Oh, this is justified! God damn, I felt so good about that when the fucking eggs blinked away. I was like, I knew it! I knew it!
Yeah.
Oh, God. God, that felt so good.
I was like, dude, Craig fucking pinpointed sniped that from a fucking mile away. It was like,
Well, the moment
what
he just
What did you call?
that those screw glass things that were glowing were shark eggs. The blink shark eggs.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
Like the moment fucking Griffin would describe the blink sharks as like they had that same kind of glowing that green glow. I was like, that's got to be it. Shark eggs are whack like that. I remember from seeing it on Reddit one time what shark eggs looks like. Okay, we can ping him now. Thank you for that quip, Garrett. I felt good. So you got a 10 on your roll? Was that
Yeah.
Arcana or Survival?
both. They're the same. It doesn't matter.
I want it thematically, though.
Thematically, it's going to be Arcana,
Okay.
because
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Merrick wouldn't survive to do anything. He's definitely more inclined to magic things up.
Okay. Do.
Is Ryan back?
Ryan is back.
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that you are like trying to tune in on the that feedback frequency you were feeling before, and you believe you can correctly, suss its way out. It's going to lead you in a northeastern direction. That's where you feel like that feedback is the strongest. So you're going to lead the party in that direction for the traveling today. Okay, and what were the other two of you doing? What was the other three of you doing? Because you're going to have Tavi do something also.
I'm gonna notice threats.
Yeah, you're the best at doing that.
I am.
And I think I'm going to search as we walk. So I'm going to search for signs on the ground of maybe like objects that these frog people dropped or anything like that. You know what I mean? Signs that we might be getting closer. And I think Tavi should forge water.
Okay. So Tavi, we're gonna do some foraging of water. So we have to do. The two ain't gonna do it, my friends.
I'm just kidding. I'm forging water.
Tavi goes out for a little bit, and he comes back, and he is soaked, but the water skin is empty somehow. And you can
Love
tell
the concept.
You get a
You-
dance in the ring.
you can tell his head is hung low. He knows he fucked
funny.
up. Like
It's still raining. Just hold it out.
Just bring out your clothes.
you say you guys like chirp that to him as he walks, and he just like he doesn't. He just like sighs and then just like goes. Just keeps like just. It just keeps walking with you guys. It just like is so downtrodden and beaten up. You could tell this man just spent fucking 3 hours trying to get water, and he just couldn't get a damn thing.
No way I can think of Tommy as a real person anymore. This is the hardest one you've ever had to explain to me, Noah.
Come on, you've never.
A swamp and it's rain and it's pouring rain.
So you've
And
never
you can't
ever tried to just like do a basic task and just failed on the first attempt, and just like no matter what you do, you just can't seem to fucking do it right.
If I was in a pool and I had to get a cup of water,
Of
I'm
chlorinated
gonna
water.
get the fucking
Yeah,
cup
but that's
of water.
chlorinated water. You don't want the chlorinated. Like he's gotten water
I'll
plenty of
still drink
times.
the chlorinated water, man.
It's not drinkable water. Like, yeah, he got like some shit water in there, and he's like, "No, that's no good. Now I have to find something to
our
rinse
group's
this
not
out
that
with."
Picky. We have a guy with a fucking bone curse and a fucking gold curse.
Well, I mean, if you want to drink the swamp water, you can drink
I
the
don't
swamp
wanna
water.
drink this water.
All I know is my bones are indestructible.
They are, and that might be a problem.
All right.
Tabby.
What do we got? Notice, threats, and search left. Fucking Tommy.
So you're searching for like any signs of.
Yeah, because basically, the reason I'm doing this is because we were making an assumption that is the feeling. That's the feeling that Merrick is getting. So I'm trying to find clues that might reassure us that he's leading us in the right direction. Like maybe clothing, stars, something from these people that seems like we're heading to a place they are more around. Because they worship this area, right? So there's obviously a lot of people there.
Okay.
Nice.
No, I took that. And you're using your passive perception, which is a 14 for you, so it's quite high actually.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So you do manage to find a couple fragments of like black cloth.
Okay. And that's the cloth maybe like we saw them wearing?
Maybe. It is storming, so like it's a little tough right now to search, but
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah, there's black cloth. You know, like a little piece is like torn on like maybe like a stick or something that was stuck there. You know, maybe you saw one that was like floating in a little stream, a little pool of water.
Because that, so it looks like people have traveled through here
Yes,
frequently for stuff like that to happen.
exactly. Yeah, this is not the middle of the wild. There has clearly been some sort of traffic through here of the frog people.
Perfect.
People.
Cool.
All right. So it is watch number 6. It's the first of the camping watches.
Just
Who
so
would-
you know, this whole time Eric looks like a frog. Okay, frogman.
You're doing the frog thing this whole time? I love it.
Yep.
This is where we would typically sleep, right?
Yes, you're starting to make camps.
So if no one disagrees, I think we do the same thing as we did. This is still mounds, right?
Yeah. Hey, roll first. Whoever wants to roll me a d20, and then we'll talk about this.
Oh, that's right. Yep, true. Yeah, that is you, Zeke. He left.
He's gone.
Gone forever.
Sorry, I'm here. What was your question?
D20, please, Zeke.
Oh, okay.
And
My
I got a
apologies.
fool. It's...
Boom.
It's a good number,
You guys
17.
17.
Okay. So, you said you guys are doing basically the same just as before, where you're digging into the one of the mounds, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, are
You told
there's
me.
similar sort of foothills here that we could do something similar with, or
Oh yeah,
is
they're
the
all.
terrain different?
Oh yeah, they're foothills everywhere.
You're still in the cart, or do we lose that when the giant came?
I mean, we haven't been talking about your cart. We haven't been talking about your fucking little soldiers.
Listen, they're gone. There's no shot we still have them at this point.
That was a couple watches ago, my friend.
I mean, if we don't have the cart, we don't have the cart.
Yeah, I think that was
Or
left
that-
at the town. I think.
Oh, with the giant? Oh boy.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe he'll bring it to us.
Yeah.
He'll be like, he'll just walk up to us. Hey guys, I think this is yours.
Hey,
and
did you
just
leave
walk
this
away.
here? Hello, sorry to bother you. Did you leave this cart? I've been trying to contact you. About your cart's warranty.
My name is Bear. I live in a big blue house.
Extended warranty is going to expire.
And he just yeets it away, and he's like, "Look, it expired." So who's doing what?
That's a good question. I mean, I'm asleep.
Yeah, so I don't know which one's like. There's not a specific thing for like making the camp, right?
I mean, if you're all making the camp, it's not going to take fucking 4
Because I
hours.
think we do. I think we do the same thing we did before, where we find a decent sized mound, dig a little bit of a hole in it, make a little thing, put the wolf pelt on top, just like we did before.
All right.
Yeah, but you know what? This time I want to carve like a little hole in the top. That's like not quite. That's like sort of slanted, so it's not like a straight up and down hole, but it's more like a slanted tunnel. And I'm gonna start a little fire inside our little hidey hole, and let the smoke.
We had a
up
fire
top.
inside our town last time, but we didn't have a hidey hole. Hidey hole's great.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, you guys managed to make that without too much effort because it is your second time doing it. You actually guys do notice the storm is starting to let up a little bit.
Nice.
I don't remember how nighttime works. Or only the people on watch like pick things they're doing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta sleep. Most people are sleeping. I think basically the way
I know.
we were doing it is to Merrick
I know
can
it's right.
can notice threats while he's resting because he just can chill when he's resting.
Gotcha.
So that's essentially what you guys are doing.
Passive
That's so
perception
convenient.
is 13 with the familiar.
Okay.
I think I'm also gonna sleep because Philo's a early sleeper, early riser.
All right. Okay. I think we're going to stop there for today. I need to produce a little more content.
We did throw you. We did throw you off.
Yeah, I need to produce some more content. Alas, I have ran out of it. As always, you guys move at lightning speed, and I love it. Good session, guys.
Was
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Good
good time
session.
as always. Thank you guys.
All right.